12 women complete a work in 64 days, in how many days will 16 women complete 2/3 of the work? The relationship between men, days and work is given by M1 into D1 by W1 equals M2 into D2 by W2. Here in the first scenario it is given 12 women can complete a work in 64 days. So M1 value will be 12 and D1 value will be 64. And in the second scenario they have asked how many days will 16 women complete 2/3 of the work. So M2 will be 16 and D2 we have to find out. Now here, since in the second scenario it is given 2/3 of the work, so we can take W2 as 2/3. So here W1 will be whole 1. Now by cross multiplying we can get 12 into 64, and when you bring this 2 by 3 this side into 2 by 3, and this 16 is in numerator here, when you bring this side it can be brought to the denominator. So which is finally equal to D2. So by cancellation 2 1 times and 2 8 times is 16. 8 1 times and 8 8 times is 64. So finally what we are getting is 12 into 8 by 3, which is equals D2. Again by cancellation 3 1 times and 3 4 times. So 4 into 8 is D2. So this implies that D2 is 4 into 8, which is 32. So 16 women will take 32 days to complete 2/3 of the work. Next question. At present P is 4 years elder than Q. If after 2 years the ratio of the ages of P and Q will be 5:4, then what will be the age of Q after 2 years? So first let the age of P and Q after 2 years be 5x and 4x, because the ratio is given for the age of P and Q after 2 years as 5:4. So the common multiple I have took as x. So 5x will be the age of P and 4x will be the age of Q after 2 years. Now it is given P is 4 years elder than Q. So when I subtract the age of P with Q, I should be getting 4. So now 5x minus 4x is x, which is equals 4. Now the question is to find what will be the age of Q after 2 years. So just now we wrote age of Q after 2 years is 4x. So age of Q after 4 years will be equal to 4x, which is nothing but 4 into 4, because x value is 4. So answer is 16. Next question. Two people A and B spend 30% of their income. If their total expenditure is rupees 26,400 and the income of A is 20% more than B, what is the income of B? So first let me consider B's income to be X. Let B's income be X. So what will be A's income is? A's income is 20% more than B. So A's income will be equal to X plus 20% of X. Now in the next step, X you can retain as it is. 20% means 20 per 100. Of represents multiplication and then X. Now by cancellation 21 times is 20. 25 times is 100. Remaining is x plus 1 into x is x by 5. By cross multiplying, 5 into x is 5x plus x is 6x by 5. Now regarding total expenditure value is given as 26,400 in the question. So total expenditure equals 26,400. But it is also given that A and B spend 30% of their income. So total expenditure can also be written as 30% of A's income plus B's income, which is 26,400. Now 30% in the sense 30 per 100 into, by cross multiplying, 6x plus 5x will be 11x by 5, which is equals 26,400. Now by cancellation, 5 1 times and 5 6 times is 30. So when you multiply, you will get 66x by 100 equals 26,400. So now by keeping x this side, bring this 166 towards the right hand side. So 26,400 into 100 by 66. Now by further calculation, you will be getting the value of x to be 40,000. So that will be the income of B. Next question. Two people A and B invest equal amount in a scheme for T and T plus 4 years respectively. If the ratio of the simple interest earned by A and B is 1:2, then what is the value of T? So first let me consider, let A and B invest 100 rupees each for 1% rate of interest. So now let us calculate the simple interest for A and simple interest for B separately. So simple interest for A will be, formula we know that, PNR by 100. So P is the investment amount 100 rupees and N is the number of years, which is T for A, and rate of interest is 1% divided by 100. So on cancellation, you will be getting the simple interest for A to be T. And now simple interest for B, which is again using the formula, P will be the investment amount, which is 100 again for B, and number of years, now it's T plus 4 into rate of interest is 1% divided by 100. Now on cancellation, you will be getting the simple interest for B to be T plus 4. Now what is given is ratio of the simple interest earned by A and B is 1:2. So simple interest for A is T rupees and simple interest for B is T plus 4 rupees. That ratio is given as 1:2. Now by cross multiplying, you will be getting 2T equals T plus 4. Now when you bring this T towards the left side, you will be getting 2T minus T equals 4. So finally T is equal to 4. Next question. A train traveling at the speed of 72 km per hour passes a pole in 30 seconds. In how much time will the same train pass the same pole if it is traveling at the speed of 54 km? So now the quantities which are involved is speed, distance and time. In two scenarios, the distance is going to be the same. So let it be D. Now for the first scenario, speed is going to be 72 km per hour and time T1 will be 30 seconds. and distance, as I said, it is d. And in the second scenario, speed is going to be 54 km per hour. Time t2 we have to find, and distance will be the same d. Now, the relationship between speed, distance and time is speed is equal to distance by time. So now here S1 value is 72, D1 value is D, and T1 value is 30. So this implies that 72 into 30 will be D. In the second scenario, S2 will be equal to D2 by T2. So S2 value is 54, D2 is again D, T2 value we have to find out. So now you will be getting 54 into T2 equals D. So now by equating the first and the second equation, you notice both the right hand side is same, which is D. So we can equate the left hand side, which is 72 into 30 will be equal to 54 into T2. Now bringing this 54 towards the left side, you will be getting 72 into 30 by 54 will be equal to T2. Now by further cancellation, you can get the value of T2 to be equal to 40 seconds. So the train will take 40 seconds to pass the pole if it is traveling at the speed of 54 km.